Hello students, welcome to SSD Educational Classes and I am your instructor Kashish Mehra. Today's our topic is Techniques of Scientific Management. Let's take some introduction about the techniques of scientific management. First is work study. There are lots of techniques, but there are mainly 6 techniques was divided into scientific management. The first technique says about the work study. Before assigning the work to the available workforce, proper work should be done by the management. Work study consists of an organized, systematic and critical assessment of the various activities or function. It means when we do work, we adjust each and everything so that each and everything should be done in a systematic manner. Work is based on the technique and it is divided into different parts such as time study, motion study, method study and fatigue study. Let's study about the time study. What is time study? It is the technique of observing and recording the time taken by employee to complete a given task. With the help of this time study, the precise times are required for each element of worker is determined. It means next time when worker is doing another work or worker is doing same work, we can give a standard time limit to do that work. It is a technique used for fixing the standard time required to do particular task under a given condition. It is useful to measure the efficiency of employee and to control the cost of work. Next study is method study. There are always various methods of completing the task, but assigning best quality and cost effectiveness, it is necessary to determine which method we are using to which method we are using to complete our task. Identifying the best method of doing a particular job is very important but challenging task for a manager, because every time the same work is manager is not able to do same work, or if there is no same condition in front of her. It helps in reducing the wastage of time, raw material and improving the utility of all the resources as per the predefined objective. It is helpful in determining the method for handling the raw material, transportation, inspection, storage and many other activities. Next study is motion study. Motion study tell us about how an employee is doing a movement of her work and the machine as well as. The study of required motion means movement of an employee as well as a machine while completing a particular task. It is helpful in eliminating unnecessary motion and finding the best method for doing a particular job. It is also helpful in improving the efficiency of employee. Motion technique is used to know whether some element of job can be eliminated. It means motion study helps to reduce the workforce time or save our time. Next is fatigue study. Generally, long time working hour without sufficient break, target pressure, heavy workload, or poor working condition result into the physical and mental stress. That is, it is known as fatigue. Fatigue means a worker becomes stressed and very tired. It has an adverse effect on the health as well as efficiency of the employee's work. The study of fatigue and step to reduce the level of fatigue is very important to maintain the operational efficiency of the employee. It means fatigue study is important to study. Second technique for scientific management is standardization of tools and equipment. If we want to improve our quality of production, we should use standardized tools and equipment. With the result of experiment conducted at a workplace, Taylor advocated standardization of tools and equipment. Standardized work environment and method of production help to reduce the spoilage and wastage of material, cost of production, fatigue movements of the workers, and improve the qualities of work. Next technique is scientific task setting. Taylor emphasized the need for fixing a fair day work. It means he stated that if we fix all the work for all the employees according to the standard, they can do their work easily. Scientific work setting is important to prevent the employees from doing work much below their capacity. If we set their standard, they will complete their work according to their standard as well as they will do not waste their time. By using the techniques, employee will complete their tasks according to the standard given and management can keep proper control on optimum utilization of workforce. Next technique is scientific selection and training. In this, it was emphasized that each and every person should be selected according to systematic way and scientific techniques. Management can select right person for the right job by using scientific selection procedure. It need to fix job specification as per the requirement. They should predefine only which job or which type of job they are going to appoint. Employees are selected according to the predetermined standard in an impartial way. After selecting, management should provide the proper training programs to increase their efficiency. Next is functional organization. In this concept, the Taylor planning is separation from implementation. He has focused whole organization in two parts, that is in the planning and implementation. He said that planning is done by different people and actual work is performed by different people. Thus, every worker will be supervised by two different sets of supervisors. He has recommended total 8 foremen to control the various aspects of production, and they are at planning level and at implementation level. At a planning level, it is divided into 4 parts, that is root clerk, instruction clerk, time and cost clerk, and discipline. Root clerk tell us how work move from one machine to another, whereas instruction clerk record the instruction to complete the work, while time and cost clerk determine the time in which workers should complete their work without and work out the cost. Discipline ensure that the workers are working as per their factory rules or not. In the implementation level, there are also 4 types of supervisors. First is gang boss. Gang boss actually get the work done. He sees that whether the employees or the workers are doing their work properly or not. Speed boss ensure that the work is completed in specific time or not. Repair boss handle the securities and maintenance of the mechanisms and machines. Inspector ensure that the worker is done as per the specified standard or not. Last technique is differential piece rate weight plan. Remuneration should be given in such a way that the average worker is motivated to attain the standard output. Taylor suggested that the differential piece wage system, higher rates are offered to employees who complete the work more than the standard quantity. Under this system, on the other hand, if the employee is performing below the standard, he should be given lower rate of wages. Through this technique, they will get motivated and they will give their higher efficiency and perform better. It means this indirectly say that if there is higher performance, there will be higher rate of wages. These are the 6 techniques given in scientific management. Hope you have understood very well. If you like this video, subscribe the channel. Thank you.